I'm here with Lawrence Barretto for basically one of the key talking points of the season. What is the grid going to look like in 2025? Lawrence, you're first up. We're all going to have a go at this, but you are the guinea pig. Talk us through what you think the grid is going to look like in 2025.
Well, I'm a bit gutted I haven't got Fred Vasseur's crystal ball that Laura gave him. But I think it's a couple simple things to start with. I think Lance Stroll's going to end up at Aston Martin.
Bold. Are you sure?
I know. I thought I'd start off smoothly.
Fine,
okay.
fine.
I think Alex Albon, he's going to stay at Williams.
Oh, okay. This is
that okay?
This is an interesting shout.
I think Liam Lawson definitely said, Helmut Marko said, he's in next year. It's a no-brainer there. But I also think he's going to be paired up with Yuki Tsunoda.
Now, that would be interesting. That would be an interesting combination. Lawson, Tsunoda, you have moved Daniel Ricciardo.
And where do you think I'm going to put Daniel Ricciardo, if anyone?
This is going to be, so he's continuing. And you've upgraded him to the senior team.
Yeah.
So these are big moves early on because Albon's an option for Red Bull. You've got Lawson basically been promised the seat. I think we can guarantee that. But that is what Daniel Ricciardo has been desperate for. That's the reason he came back to Formula One. You think they're going to go with him? Just
my feeling, spending all that time in Bahrain, kind of talking to people, I kind of feel like they've made the RB team designed for Ricciardo to give him the best shot to get back up to Red Bull. And I think he's done enough to do that. Albon, I actually think, is probably going to likely move to Red Bull if he does in 2026. So that kind of gives Ricciardo a good year or so to kind of prove what he's got.
Okay, Mercedes.
Okay.
This is another huge question.
Am I going to put Antonelli? Am I? I'm not. No, I'm going to go Alonso.
He's turned down one narrative of hype for another. You've gone for the experience. Why do you think Mercedes will do that?
So I think Fernando fancies it. I think he fancies a chance at Mercedes. I think Toto will love a big name to replace Lewis Hamilton. And I think he's going to give Antonelli a little bit of time to warm up in Williams. Huge success with George Russell there.
Yes.
That kind of really worked out for George, kind of stepped up, had that experience. He's got Albon alongside him. Albon, we know, highly rated, can kind of make the difference there. So I think get Antonelli in the sport, give him a couple of years. By then, Fernando Alonso, what will he be? 50 by then? Who knows? He'll have moved on. Then it gets a little bit more complicated. I think with Alpine, I think they're going to want to keep one of their drivers. I think they're probably going to end up a little bit more with Gasly over Ocon, but I think they definitely want one.
Yes.
Then they're probably going to want someone who's coming from a junior formula. I want Jack Doohan, but Jack Doohan's not on it. That's maybe...
Jack Doohan's not on the board because he's always on our shows. That's why.
But that's who probably I'd end up hitting there. Another interesting quirk, I think Hülkenberg is going to end up at...
Well, they tried to sign him last year, let's be honest. They've tried to get him before.
And Andreas Seidel loves him. So I think that's pretty sure. And I think they maybe might just stick with a bit of experience, kind of don't want to change things up too much. Get Bottas in here.
Bottas remains. You're running out of time. You've got to fill the grid.
Okay,
Who's going where?
I think Behrman. I think he's just going to deliver the goods.
I think that's locked in, isn't it?
Right?
I think that's locked in.
And then I think they'll go with consistency. So I think they'll want Kevin Magnussen in that car.
And now it means you've got a big call to make for Carlos Sainz. So you're having him turning down what will become Audi. You're having him go for, let's say, short-term success with Aston Martin. Why do you think he'll do that?
I think Aston wants someone in the long term who they can build the team around. I think they want someone who can give really good feedback, and Carlos Sainz can do that. And he's a really, really strong replacement, I think, for Fernando Alonso, and gets Aston a time to focus on that Honda era that's coming in 2026.
Well, I can tell you that Lawrence changed his mind between the rehearsal and he's gone for this grid in 2025.
I haven't got anyone here. I'm going to have to leave him there.
So Ocon has continued. You put Doohan in there. Either way, we're going to continue arguing about the grid in 2025 and send it back to you.